I welcome you all to another session of our e-learning program. Today is Rme Lesson 10 for Basic 6. Basic 6, Religious and Moral Education, Lesson 10. Excuse me, sorry. We are looking at virtues of leaders of the three main religions. In our previous discussions, we looked at the latter life and ministry of leaders of the three main religions in Ghana. We looked at the latter life and ministry of Jesus Christ. We looked at the latter life and ministry of Prophet Muhammad. And we look at the life and ministry of Okomfo Anokye also, who is one of the leaders of African traditional religion in Ghana. Today, with me, your facilitator, Rme Lesson. Our objectives for this lesson is that by the end of the lesson, the student will be able to describe the virtues of Jesus Christ, highlight the virtues of Prophet Muhammad, and describe the virtues of Okomfo Anokye. And so you pay attention so that at the end of the lesson, you may be able to do these three things as projected. So there is a word that is prevailing. Virtues of, virtues of, virtues of. What are virtues? Virtues are good qualities in a person's character. So the good qualities in a person's character are that person's virtues. People's character is seen in their attitude towards other people and how they react to situations. So if you want to see how somebody's character actually is, you will see it in the person's reaction to situation and their attitude or behavior towards other people. When people put up good behavior, it is good that others learn from them. So if you want to learn from anybody, you should copy good behavior and not the bad ones. The leaders of the three main religions in Ghana have some good qualities they portrayed during their lives on earth, which are worth copying or emulating. And so when Jesus Christ was on earth so many years back, when Prophet Muhammad was on earth so many years back, when Okomfo Anokye was on this earth here in Ghana so many years back, they all lived lives that were worth emulating. They had some special characteristics, they had some good qualities in their character that we should know and copy or learn from. Let's look at some virtues of Jesus Christ. Humility was one that was very prevalent. Jesus humbled himself so much that even unto death, he humbled himself. Jesus didn't see himself more important than others. And so we must also humble ourselves and be obedient at all times. Courage is another. Jesus was a brave person. Jesus, he didn't fear even death. You must be courageous in everything. Another one we can mention is forgiveness. Jesus was merciful and forgave sins. And so we should learn to forgive people when they offend us. Endurance is another virtue of Jesus Christ. Jesus went through painful experiences, many of them, but endured all the pain. And so we are also advised that we shouldn't lose hope, but rather endure and we will win. Let's look at some virtues of the Prophet Muhammad. Prophet Muhammad was a very courageous person. He never feared his enemies. Those that he needed to fight, he fought with all boldness for the sake of peace and Islam. Then he portrayed a lot of endurance. Muhammad endured the pains when his uncle and his wife died the same year. As a little child, he lost his father before he was born. He lost his brother while he was young. He lost his grandfather when he was still young. And even his uncle and his wife died in the same year. So he suffered a lot but he endured. He didn't kill himself. He didn't stay indoors and cry all the time. He didn't give up in life. Then another virtue we can learn from the prophet was respect. The prophet is said to be a very respectful person. As a young child or as a young boy, he respected everyone. And so we shouldn't also discriminate. We should respect all people equally. We must respect all people, both young and old, male and female, whether we know them or not. Let's give respect to everybody. Then the prophet was very fair. Fairness is another virtue we can learn from Prophet Muhammad. Muhammad didn't like cheating. He treated all people equally. And so we shouldn't also cheat. We should be fair and just in everything we do. Tolerance. He was tolerant with people who had other views. And so be tolerant with people even if they don't side with you or they don't agree with you. Because the prophet, though there were a lot of people who were against his religion, he was still tolerant to them or towards them or with them. So we should also be tolerant with other people, whether they side with us or they don't agree with us. Virtues of Okomfanoche. Selflessness. From the life of Okomfanoche, we can see that he was a very selfless man. He wasn't looking for only his own. He cared about the well-being of his people. And so he didn't use his ministry to cheat people, but he gave freely. He even planted the same day, harvested the same day, and he shared it for his people. He used his magical powers to provide the needs of his people. He was very selfless. Then he was somebody who promoted unity. He was a unifier. And so he helped unite the Asante nations. And so you must also unite people wherever you are. Don't cause people to fight. Don't cause separation among people, but rather be an agent of unity. Then perseverance. Anoche persevered even when he faced challenges. And so you must not give up easily. Then courage. Just like the other leaders of the other religions, Okomfanoche was also very courageous. I hope that having learned the virtues that these religious leaders possessed, we will strive to be like them, and so we'll try as much as we can to take up some of these virtues and exhibit them in our daily lives. Selflessness, unity, perseverance, courage, hard work, fairness, respect, tolerance, and others. Good. As an assessment of today's lesson, answer the following questions. 1. Describe 2 virtues each of the following leaders. And that is all. So you describe 2 virtues each for the following leaders. So you give 2 for Jesus Christ, 2 for Prophet Muhammad, and then 2 for Okomfanoche. Sorry, I'm suffering from a bit of cold. Excuse me. Okay, so we continue. Describe 2 virtues each for the following leaders. So 2 for Jesus Christ, 2 for Prophet Muhammad, and then 2 for Okomfanoche. So in all, you are given 6 answers. I wish you good luck, stay safe, and keep learning. See you next time. Bye bye.